Hey guys, Level Cap here, and welcome to another episode of This Week in Gaming. I'm a little under the weather, so that's why my voice might sound a bit off compared to usual. This week, though, has been kind of insane. Apex Legends got a brand new map, Battlefield 5 got a reimagined version of Operation Metro, Destiny 2 went free to play, and of course, Red Dead Redemption 2's PC version was announced. Let's kick things off with that. After literally years of speculation and rumors, Rockstar confirmed Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to PC on November 5th. Speculation about the game launching on PC alongside the console versions kicked off even before the game's proper reveal in 2016. Given GTA 5's overwhelming success on PC, many fans figured Rockstar wouldn't repeat what happened with the first Red Dead Redemption. Despite being added to both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One's backward compatibility list, the original game never made its way to PC. Considering what a technical marvel Red Dead Redemption 2 is, it would have been a shame to see it locked into aging console hardware. Assuming the PC port is done well, we could be getting the best possible rendition of the game to date. Red Dead Redemption 2 will launch initially for the Rockstar Game Launcher, Epic Store, Greenman Gaming, and Humble Bundle Store. It'll release on Steam in December. The game will launch with bounty hunting missions, gang hideouts, weapons, and more. Pre-ordering the game on Rockstar's launcher before October 22nd will get you a free copy of the two games from Rockstar's list of titles. These includes GTA 3, LA Noire, and Max Payne 3. People that downloaded the Rockstar launcher before the 8th get a copy of GTA San Andreas for free, whether or not they pre-ordered Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 pre-orders also come with a selection of items and in-game cash bonuses. Operation Underground is here for Battlefield 5. It's a reimagined version of the original Operation Metro map from Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. This time, it's set in Germany. The outdoor areas are much more detailed, strategically important, and in my opinion, a lot more fun to fight in. The subway system has been made shorter, but much wider. Additional flanking routes can be found throughout the map. A new LMG was also added this week. The Madsen MG is basically a variation of the Brend. It's got a slow rate of fire, decent accuracy, and a banana clip that takes up one half of your screen if you equip extended mags. DICE are releasing Rush for Underground next week. It's currently only available in Conquest and Breakthrough. The map also supports TDM and Squad Conquest, and it will be added to those playlists at some point soon. Apex Legends Season 3 kicked off in big fashion, adding a new map, new legend, and new weapon. On top of that, it brings over 100 new items to unlock as part of Season 3's Battle Pass. The new map is called World's Edge and mixes up the typical scenery of Apex drastically. There are very distinct biomes with winter weather, lava churning from the ground, geysers you can ride and get around the world, and more. The new map also has some areas yet to be explored. 3 loot vaults are scattered across the map. They are unlocked with a key that can be retrieved from orbs that fly around the map. When shot, these orbs will drop a random assortment of loot. Unfortunately, it seems like they're not dropping the loot vault key just yet. When these keys will start dropping, you can certainly expect these vaults to become hotspots for players looking to get the best gear. The new legend, Crypto, is also proving to be pretty interesting. His surveillance drones give him a bird's eye view of the arena and can be used as an EMP that disables enemy traps and hurts their armor. Later this month, Apex might be getting a zombie mode and special Halloween-themed event called Fright or Flight. It will offer a free-for-all mode called Shadowfall. Dead players will resurrect to hunt down remaining survivors. This info comes from data mines of the game, so take it as pure speculation until Respawn officially announces it. Data mining has also kicked the Modern Warfare Battle Royale rumors back into high gear. The game is rumored to be getting a free standalone Battle Royale mode in early 2020. Data miners recently found the mode mentioned in the beta source code. It's one of 40 modes listed in the beta files. Speculation suggests that many of these modes will be related to future seasons of content, or are just leftovers from development. Regardless, Modern Warfare is likely getting a Battle Royale mode of some kind at some point. On mobile, Call of Duty is now dominating the gaming chart. The recently released Call of Duty game is a mishmash of fan-favorite content from past Call of Duty games in the franchise. It's already blown past 35 million downloads and is the #1 ranked app on iOS. Many players were also excited to see that the game supports controller input. Unfortunately, though, for those people, that was unintended functionality and has since been removed. Destiny 2's first day on Steam as a free-to-play title brought in over 250 concurrent players. That put it at a 4th place spot on Steam's most played games chart behind Dota 2, CSGO, and PUBG. While that pales in comparison to the game's concurrent player count at launch of 1.2 million players, it's still remarkable for a game that's 2 years old. Destiny 2's latest expansion, Shadowkeep, also launched this week. Priced at $40, it's a pretty sizable expansion, adding the moon as an explorable world and a ton of new content to unlock. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds console versions now support crossplay. Xbox One and PS4 players can fight each other for chicken dinner. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, at least for console players, crossplay is not enabled between console versions and PC. Until recently, crossplay was considered to be a bit of a fairy tale when it came to console and PC gaming. This, of course, was until games like Fortnite, Rocket League, and now Modern Warfare have made this a reality. It seems like crossplay might be the solution for players in low-populated regions like South Africa and Australia. These regions struggle to find matches and often have to resort to playing on European or Asian servers. This results in generally really high pings and potentially being subject to rampant cheating seen in China. Sony recently moved their crossplay functionality out of beta, so wider adoption of crossplay in PS4 titles seems very likely. GEARBOX and one of their former lawyers, Wade Callender, have dropped their lawsuits against each other. About a year ago, Callender filed a claim against the studio's CEO, Randy Pitchford, for discrimination. GEARBOX retaliated by suing Callender for fraud. Callender countersued, alleging in part that Pitchford had pocketed $12 million of the company money. His suit also accused Pitchford of losing sensitive company data stored on a thumb drive, which allegedly had underage porn on it. It opened a can of worms for GEARBOX and Pitchford, as both had been caught in illegal scandals in the past. GEARBOX and Callender have filed for dismissal of their suits against each other, saying their misunderstandings have been corrected. The statement also says that evidence has exonerated Pitchford. Logitech have acquired streaming integration company STREAMLABS for $89 million. STREAMLABS rose to prominence as the de facto way of accepting and managing donations for streamers on Twitch. They recently launched a fork of the open source streaming software OBS, also known as Open Broadcasting Software. Calling it SLOBS, the STREAMLABS version of OBS features stream overlay and alert templates that make it easy to personalize your streams and recordings. Logitech makes many of the webcams that people use to record themselves while streaming, but they also recently acquired Blue microphones. Their Yeti mic is one of the most popular choices for streamers and YouTubers. From the outside, it looks like Logitech are positioning themselves to be an industry leader for streaming hardware and software. Buying STREAMLABS and, by extension, SLOBS puts them in competition with Elgato and AverMedia, who make video capture devices for PC and console, as well as integrated broadcasting and recording software. AMD are releasing new firmware for their Ryzen-based CPUs next month with over 100 fixes, features, and improvements. Ryzen has come to dominate the budget-friendly CPU market since the original launch in 2017. It's built upon entirely new architecture and now sports production of the 7nm process, but being totally new hardware comes with some hiccups. Even the latest iterations of the Ryzen processor suffer from issues with achieving advertised boost clocks, memory compatibility, and more. While the issues aren't necessarily a major consideration anymore, they're still a hindrance for users looking to push Ryzen to its absolute limits. The new firmware is currently available to motherboard manufacturers and will likely start rolling out in November. The cult hit FPS game 13, or Roman numeral 13, is finally back on GOG.com. The 2003 game is getting a proper remaster next year. Unfortunately, it was removed from GOG in 2012, making the only legal way to buy it through physical discs from Amazon and eBay. It's now listed on GOG for $5.99. The cel-shaded noir game is based on a series of graphic novels from the mid-80s. Since its original release, the game has become a cult classic, with many players feeling it didn't get the attention it deserved at launch. Ghost Recon Breakpoint launched this week to somewhat mixed reviews. Performance issues, bugs, and a grindy progression system seem to be common complaints. That said, the game found itself in a larger scandal this week as microtransactions in the form of XP boosters and skill points were discovered by players. These were quickly removed by Ubisoft, saying that they were not intended to launch with the game just yet and will be implemented at a later date. The game's microtransaction system in general has been heavily criticized, as it basically makes every item in the game something you can buy with real money. Ubisoft are also likely to add even more microtransactions with future updates and DLCs. In our final story this week, the Writers Guild of America has confirmed that they're dropping the video games category from their annual awards. Past winners include God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and The Last of Us. Despite offering the category since 2008, WGA cited a lack of critical mass of video games covered by the WGA that prevented them from having a meaningful award selection process. Critics of WGA have said that they only give awards to members. Those members have to pay dues to keep their membership, but video game writers apparently aren't allowed to vote for nominees, unlike members for other categories. And that wraps it up for today's episode of This Week in Gaming. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's any articles or stories you think we might have missed or you found interesting in the comments down below. And I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.